Right, so we're going to have a look at meeting, clearance, and general anticipation, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah? So, do you want me to give you any help with this, or do you want to have a try on your own?
We'll just give it a try on my own then.
Right, so
We'll go from there.
you're on the page for anticipation, so where are you going?
Okay. Right, Tony.
So I'm at a
sorry.
partly trained level, so it's a new subject, yeah?
Okay, no problem. Okay, Tony. We're going to be doing anticipating meetings and clearance.
Yeah.
Now, anticipation. Basically, what that basically means is that when we're approaching things, is to anticipate what the other driver, pedestrian, cyclist might intend to do.
All right.
Okay. So as you can see from this diagram, obviously, if you come into an emerge here, you're turning right. Obviously, you've got vehicles coming, is anticipating what the vehicle that's coming across might be doing. If you see a pedestrian, are they going to cross? Aren't they going to cross?
And if you come up behind the bike,
Oh, and if you've coming up behind a bike
and he looks over his
and
right
he looks
shoulder,
over his right shoulder,
what might you anticipate? Because don't forget, I have had some lessons.
okay. If you're coming up behind a bike, Tony, and he's looking over his right shoulder, what might he be intending to do?
He might want to turn.
He might want to turn. So that's what we mean by anticipation.
Yeah, so what would you do?
So what would you do, Tony?
I'd slow down and let him go.
Slow down and let him go. Well done.
Yeah, just pull me up on that. What would I do first?
What would you do first, Tony?
I'm not too sure.
Okay. Well, to anticipate, because you're not sure what he's going to do, you'd basically look in your rear view mirror.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Obviously
so if you think about anticipation,
yeah.
is mirrors, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. If there's something ahead, I think it has a perception test. If there's something ahead that I think I might have to react to, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check the mirror to check the distance and speed of the vehicle behind me, in case I have to slow down, or I may even have to stop, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah? So you can turn over. And meeting.
Okay, Tony. Meetings, basically, what that basically means is that if we're driving along and we've got parked cars and there's a car coming in the opposite direction, in the other lane, obviously, if the space is narrow, we're going to anticipate here maybe a meeting, depending on the speed that we're both doing. Now, in this situation, Tony, because we've got parked cars on our side, we haven't got right of way. Okay, so the car in the opposite lane will have right of way because it's clear for them.
Priority.
Priority, sorry.
Yeah.
So we would basically have to what we call a hold back position.
Yeah.
That's roughly around about 1 to 2 car lengths.
Which?
Sorry. About 2 car lengths back. Okay. And we're looking at being about a metre from the curb.
Yeah, so we're looking at basically trying to hold back as near to left to centre as I can.
Okay.
But we would never say we're going to hold back a left to centre, Nico, for the simple reason is that it might not be always possible.
Okay.
So it'd be very, very important not to give a blanket instruction.
Okay.
So we'd hold back 2 car lengths. That means I don't have to do loads of steering to get around them, around these cars, and I can see better. And I'd hold back as near to left to centre as I can without blocking the road, yeah?
Yep.
A meeting situation basically is where there's not room for me to go past these cars and this red car to come through, yeah?
Okay.
So I mustn't force him to slow, stop or swerve, yeah?
Okay.
Try and avoid using the word right of way. I think it's not a wrong word, but it kind of means that
You've got to stop every time.
well, you have got the right of way, the other person's got the right of way. They've got priority, yeah? And with priority, I can never take priority, but I can sometimes give it away if I have to, yeah?
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so the first thing I need to consider is the mirrors.
So at a situation of a meeting, you would have to consider your mirrors first.
Yeah.
Obviously, judging before you
Yeah.
slow down and stop, what's the distance, the speed of the car behind
Yeah.
you, and obviously once the stop using that word. Obviously, once the car's gone past, you'd look in your middle mirror, look to your right hand mirror.
Yeah.
Because obviously, as you're moving out, you want to make sure that nobody's overtaking you,
Alright.
so you don't have an accident. In this situation, Tony, we've got parked cars on either side.
Yeah.
This is going to be a bit more, if I'm not using priority here, but in this situation, nobody's got priority, so
All right.
it's basically the first person who moves off.
Yeah.
But saying that, obviously, we don't want to be racing.
Yeah. So if we look at the situation here
Yep.
in the picture, if this was a situation, it would make sense for me to hold back, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because I'm only going to have to dive in here, yeah?
Mhm.
But if I do start to go through and I do see a car coming through, then I have to consider where I'm going to wait, yeah? Or where I'm going to give him a chance to wait, yeah?
Mhm.
But I must tie that into the mirrors because not much point in me diving into a little gap
Yeah.
like this if there's 25 cars behind me, yeah?
Yeah.
But again, we must tie it into the mirrors routine, yeah?
Okay.
To move in, I've got to check the interior mirror, the left-hand
left
door
mirror.
mirror, for Bradley Wigan on his push bike coming up the inside of me, yeah?
Okay.
And as you said quite rightly, before I move away, I must check the interior mirror, see the distance speed of the car behind me, and the right-hand door mirror to see if anybody's
Move
overtaking
out.
me, yeah?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
So you move on to the clearance.
Okay. Okay, Tony. Moving on to clearance now. Now, with clearance, when we have the situation with parked cars, it's basically how much space we've got in between the vehicles coming past us and the parked cars. Now, as you can see here, there's enough room for 3 cars to pass, but it's common practice to actually leave roughly about a metre from the parked cars. Reasons being, if they open a door, okay, you ain't going to have an accident, there's somebody putting the door open
Oh, right,
as you're
yeah.
driving.
Yeah.
Because if you were too close and they didn't see you and they open the door, you're going to have
Oh, right, yeah.
an accident. Also, if there was a couple of cars there, or 3, 4 cars, like here, there could be somebody, a child or somebody here with a bike who just might step out in front of you.
Oh, it's very hard to see children, though, isn't it?
It is hard, but it gives you it gives you that chance. Right, if I can rewind, in this situation, Tony, where it's a tighter, because it's tighter, you would reduce your speed right down.
Oh, right.
Okay, there's a saying that was told by my instructor: less space, less speed.
Oh, right.
Okay, because as we said, if somebody did dart out of the,
Because he's not a metre away from here, is he?
no, he's not. But in some situations, we will have to be a little bit closer.
Yeah.
But we will reduce our speed
right,
down.
Yeah.
Because obviously it gives us more time to react if
Right.
anything happens.
You'll help me with that, won't you?
Yes, I will. Going on to like a gap that we're going to leave between cars in a situation like it. You've got the 2-second rule if you're doing sort of 40 miles per hour and above.
Bob said I use it at 30 mile an hour and above.
Oh, sorry, 30 miles and above. And you double that when it's wet,
Oh, right.
and it's 10 times that if it's ice or
Oh,
snow.
right, yeah.
Now, in traffic situations, if you were going 20 miles per hour, you'd be looking at 3 car lengths.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay. Now, if you were doing 30, it would be 6 car lengths.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when it's wet, you would double it. So if you were doing
Oh, right.
20, it'd be 6, and so on.
Right.
Okay. Is that
Yeah.
any questions?
No.
All right.
No.
Okay. If you like to,
Right, so one thing you didn't mention there.
sorry.
Gosh, I'm so embarrassing for it to do that. Yeah, so one thing you didn't mention there. Yeah, sorry, that was my phone. Yeah, one thing you didn't mention there, Nico, was its clearance does not only cover the parked cars and the distance I drive behind
Okay.
moving vehicles. it's also the distance I stop behind vehicles
Okay.
in traffic, yeah?
Right.
And what would that be?
You're stopping in traffic.
Yeah.
It would be seeing the tyres and tarmac.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that right?
And what's the reason for that?
The reasons for that is if they couldn't, if their car broke down or something, you could actually have room to actually go past them, or if there was an emergency vehicle that needed to cut through, you'd be able to give room for them to go through.
Oh, right, yeah.
Or you can sort of manoeuvre more into the side to give them
Yeah,
a
I'll
bit
tell you
more
what, I was
space.
out with Bob the other day,
Yeah.
and I come up behind this bus, and I did give tyres and tarmac, but Bob said I was still too close.
He said you were too close.
Yeah, he said as we were going to look at it today, as we were going to be doing a subject today,
Yeah.
but he's gone off playing golf, so he's left it to you. He said he explained it today to me.
Okay.
So I didn't quite know what he was on about there, because he did say tyres and tarmac, and I could see the tyres of the bus, but I couldn't see any
Okay.
tarmac.
Well, when he says you should be able to see the back wheels, see the vehicle in front.
Yeah,
You should be able to see the back wheels
yeah.
on the tarmac, and obviously you must leave about half a car length to a car length of tarmac. You should be able to see.
And why is it different with a bus or a lorry then?
Why is it different?
With a bus and a lorry, why is it different than a car?
Because they're higher up.
No, I'll help you with this.
No.
Yeah. So obviously a bus or a lorry has got maybe a 10 or 12 foot overhang on the back.
Okay.
So the way to judge it there would be the back end of the lorry or the back end of the bus and the tarmac, yeah?
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah, yeah. I see.
Because obviously the tyres,
You can't see the tyres on a. Yeah.
well, the tyres on the back of a car there are nearly at the back of the car, aren't they?
Right.
So that's why the tyre and tarmac rule works.
Okay.
But it won't work with a bus or a lorry, because
There you go. Yeah.
the tyres are a lot further, but they're not further forward, but they've got this overhang at the back,
Yeah,
yeah?
I see what you mean. Even though
So it'd be the back end of the vehicle,
plus
the lorry or the bus,
plus the tarmac.
and the tarmac, yeah?
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
good, Sam. Well done.
If you'd like to get yourself in position, get yourself set up rather.
Right, just give you a bit of guidance on this now. Every time we're turning into a new road, I want you to be talking about we're looking for these meeting situations, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah? And if we don't get if we don't get a live meeting situation, because it is very possible that we might not meet your car at all, yeah?
Yeah, right. It's me.
So I'm trying to straighten that seatbelt down. I don't see you put a bra on. Yeah, so even if we don't get a...
Take them off. Sorry.
I hope you're
You
missing
asked
that
for
much of
that.
it. If we don't get a live meeting situation, you need to be talking about it, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, so if a car was coming towards us now, Tony, and there's nobody behind us, you could even actually get me to stop in a hold back position, yeah?
Right.
But
Okay.
the instruction's going to need to be good though, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah? Any questions?
No.
Yeah?
I think.
And if we don't come across a bike or a cyclist,
Yeah. Have to.
with anticipation, bring it up.
Okay.
Tony, if we came across a cyclist and there was a cyclist ahead of us in a cycle lane and there's a broken down vehicle in the cycle lane and that cyclist looks over his shoulder, what do you think he's going to do? That kind of thing, yeah?
Okay.
Because it's very important with anticipation to actually talk about cyclists, yeah, because they are vulnerable road users, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want you talking about pedestrians that are not a problem to me, yeah?
All right.
If they're looking at the bedroom window, whatever, they're not a danger to me, yeah? But obviously, if they're near the edge of the pavement and they're not looking at me, then they are a problem, yeah? Yes, Tony, what are you going to do? You know, see this pedestrian here, overhanging the pavement. The first thing you should be telling me to do, check your mirrors. And then what you going to do after you tell me to check the mirrors?
Cover the brake.
You're going to make sure I check them.
Oh yes.
Yeah?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah?
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
So what I should try and realise today is that the tools that you've been getting over the last couple of weeks are really not that much different, yeah? They're all in your back pocket now, you can start taking them out and using them, yeah? you know, so pupils will do the same thing on this subject as we'll do on others. You tell them to check the mirrors, but they won't always do it, yeah?
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah?
But at this stage, at first, I'll be saying you're looking at, like, as we're approaching a meeting,
It's-
looking at first.
I'm partly trained. It's a new subject to me, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah?
All right.
And you've got 3 subjects to deal with. What's the 3 subjects you're dealing with?
Anticipation,
Yeah.
meeting and clearance.
Yeah. It's always going to be anticipation because I couldn't drive from here into that driveway opposite without anticipating, yeah?
Yeah.
If I try driving over there without anticipating that somebody could be coming up and down that road, it's only a matter, I could do it 10 times in the next 5 minutes and nobody would come.
Mhm.
But the one time,
Yeah.
on the 11th time, I might go across and there is a car coming down the road, yeah? Anticipation is, you cannot drive anywhere without anticipation, yeah?
Okay.
That makes sense?
All right.
And that's why anticipation is always in these multi-subjects, yeah?
All right.
Yeah, so the big meaty subject is the meeting one. And obviously the clearance one is the smaller subject,
Okay.
but anticipation is always there.
All right.
Yeah? We're going to turn
Tony.
right out of the parking bay.
Oh, right.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
I do apologise, that's my fault. Yeah.
Okay, Tony, what can you see in your...
Oh, top and bottom of the back window. And I can see a bit of my head restraint. And I can see the corner of your window.
Okay, in your right door mirror?
I can see 2 finger widths. And I see the hedge at the top. And the middle of the hedge comes in the middle, that's all I
And
can
your
see
left
there.
mirror,
And the same
sorry?
on that one.
Okay, Tony, if you'd like to...
So we're going to turn right
Okay.
out of here. And then left at the end of the road.
Okay, Tony, we're going to turn right and turn left at the end of the road. And we're looking at for possible meetings.
All right.
Okay,
Meeting situations. you
meeting
mean?
situations.
Yeah, I don't like going to meetings.
Okay, Tony. As we can see, we've got some parked cars on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
Now, if there was a car coming, we could have a possible meeting.
Well, the first thing you want you want me to do is what?
Check the mirrors, yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. Right, we've got a car on the right-hand
Yeah.
side here, Tony. Look in your middle mirror.
Yeah.
Look, Tony.
Oh, right, yeah,
Okay. Okay. As you can see, we've got cars on your left as well and
Yeah.
on your right. As you're moving in, look in your middle mirror and your left-hand mirror. Your left-hand mirror in case there's a bike or anything.
One command at a time.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Distance of speed, then.
Yeah, I listen.
Yeah.
Trying to help you here.
Yeah.
What I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Of course.
It's about as good as a chocolate fire garden.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Watch me. Give me one command at a time. Don't
Yeah.
give me the next command until I do it.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
Turn left here.
Turn left here, Tony. We're looking out for possible meetings.
All right. Meeting.
Meeting situations.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you're going to scan the head, Tony. Okay, Tony. If we come onto a possible meeting situation, we'll be looking at our rear view mirror for distance and speed. And if there ain't nothing coming towards us and we're going to pull out slightly, we'll look into our right door mirror in case anyone's overtaking us. As we're approaching the bend here, I can see a car on the right hand side. Possible meeting again. Look in your rear view mirror, Tony.
Right, yeah.
Look,
Oh,
Tony.
right, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Roundabout left.
At the roundabout, Tony, turn left. Again, as you turn, we're going to be looking out for any meeting situations. And again, we've got a car on the right hand side. You see a van now.
Next turning to the left.
So the next turning on the left, Tony. Okay, as you can see, we're coming to a slight bend here. We don't know what's there, so we've got to anticipate there might be a
All right.
meeting there. As we're turning in, Tony, I want you to be looking out for any meeting situations. As you can see, there's a car on your left
Yeah.
and a van on your right. Look in your rear view mirror,
All
Tony.
right,
Look
yeah,
in your mirror,
yeah,
Tony.
yeah.
Right, you're pulling out. You look to your right
All
mirror,
right, yeah,
Tony.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's very important.
It's very important, Tony, to look in your rear view mirror.
For distance and speed.
To judge distance and speed, and your door mirror, Tony, your right hand door mirror, in case anyone's overtaking you. Because if they were overtaking you, we'd let them go past. Because if we didn't, it could cause an accident,
Oh, right.
a head-on collision.
Yeah.
Okay, Tony, as we're approaching a bend again, we've got possible meeting situations, as you can see on the
Yeah.
right and the left. Look in your mirror, Tony.
All right, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
and your right mirror. Okay, Tony. As you can see ahead, Tony, we've got a van that's slightly there on your left and the four-wheel drive on your right. Now we're going to move in slightly, Tony.
In.
Yep.
Right.
No, okay, sorry. Okay, Tony. I'd just like to cover the brake and brake here. And stop.
Is that going?
Now, as you can see better than I can,
Yeah.
is there anything
No.
coming? Right, you look in your middle mirror, Tony.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
in your middle.
All right.
Look at your door mirror.
All right, yeah.
Right hand door
All
mirror,
right, yeah,
Tony.
yeah, yeah.
Is it safe to do so?
Yeah.
Okay, Tony. Well done. Very well done, Tony. Again, we're approaching the bend. There's a van on the right hand side. Look in your door rearview mirror, Tony.
All right, yeah.
Well
yeah.
done.
Turning right.
We're turning right, Tony. Again, we're going to be looking out for meeting situations. As you can see, we've got a line of cars here.
Oh, is that a meeting situation?
No, but we just got to be aware that if there was a car on the right hand side, it could cause...
There is a possible meeting situation.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But it's not so bad. There is room for
Right. To
three vehicles to get
three
through.
vehicles, okay. Tony, as you can see, we've got cars on the right hand side and the left hand side.
Yeah. Right. Get me into this hot-
Look into your middle mirror, Tony.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
Yeah, there was nobody behind you there. I was
Okay.
I was hoping you were going to give me a demonstration of this holdback
Okay,
position.
sure.
Yeah? Next right.
okay. Take the next right, Tony. And again, we're going to be looking for any possible meeting
Is
situations.
there any meeting situations I need to look for?
You need to look for pedestrians, Tony, as
Oh,
well.
yeah,
You've got to
yeah.
anticipate, you know, and look what's going on. Now, we've got a meeting situation here, Tony. If you just like to cover the brake and press down on the clutch and slowly press the brake and just hold it back here.
All right.
Now, we've got no one behind us, Tony. If you'd like to lift up your handbrake. Okay, Tony. This is what we call like a holdback situation, holdback position.
All right, yeah.
Okay, roughly we're looking at 1 to 2 car lengths away from the car.
Yeah.
Okay, now we want to be about a metre away from the curb, basically giving enough room for the cars to pass by. Obviously, if there wasn't enough, we'd be further to the left.
All right. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but we don't want to be too far to the left. Reasons being, Tony, that if we were too far to the left, people might think that you're going to be stopping, which means they're going to overtake you, which would mean that they might have a head-on collision, or if you're going to pull out at the same
right.
time, you're going to actually hit them.
Good lad, well done.
Sorry.
Excellent, well done.
Okay.
Let's crack on if you want.
All right, Tony, if you'd just like to check your middle mirror,
All right.
check your right
All
mirror,
right, yeah.
and if it's safe to do so, move off,
She's got
look
room,
ahead.
She's got room in it.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the observations again, Tony.
All right.
Middle mirror,
Oh yeah.
middle mirror, Tony.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And your right mirror,
Oh, yeah.
door mirror, Tony.
Yeah.
Okay, anything coming?
Yeah. No.
Okay, off you go. Well done, Tony. Okay, Tony, we've got plenty of parked cars, so you keep your speed slowed down. As you can see, we've got a meeting situation
Keep
here.
the speed what?
You keep your speed down to about 15 miles per
All
hour.
right. Yeah. Yeah. And why is that?
Because if we keep the speed down, Tony, because obviously if we can't see, if we're in if it's a small space, we're going to have less time to react, so we keep our speed right down. Okay.
Oh, we've got less time to react. What does that mean?
If you've got less time to react, Tony, if we have less time to react, Tony, we're more likely, if someone was to step out, we'll end up running them over. If a bike pulled out in front, or a car, we'll end
Oh,
up...
do you mean I have to be able to see?
Yeah, yeah.
I have to be able to stop in the distance I can see?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
right.
Okay, Tony.
I didn't anticipate that.
Okay.
Oh, well, I read somewhere the other night that where there's a van, there's a man.
Oh, that's good.
And we're going to
I
turn
like
left.
that. Turn left, Tony. There's a man, there's a van, yeah?
Yeah, because the door of the van was open as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay,
I
Tony.
didn't see it at the last minute though.
Looking round for any parked cars, meeting situations.
Turning right.
And we're turning right, Tony. Now we're going to scan ahead, Tony, just making sure and seeing if there's any parked cars.
No, I can't see any at the moment. I can see one down on the right, but it looks quite a wide road, doesn't it?
Okay, Tony.
Will I be okay with room here?
That should be okay, Tony. If you can see it safe,
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
you can just
lovely.
keep it at a nice steady speed. Just observing around.
Yeah.
Look in your mirror, Tony, because you moved that slightly in your right mirror. Well done. Now, Tony, if you just, look, if you just like,
Can you ask me to move away from these parked cars?
right, Tony, can you stay about a metre away from these parked cars?
You know, I'm shaving, yeah?
Right, sorry.
Yeah. Tell me to move out a bit.
Move out
yeah?
a bit more, Tony.
Well, you don't have to deal with it straight away because you've got a car behind you. You've got to
Right,
get
yeah, I
safe,
was
haven't you?
yeah, sorry.
Because that door mirror is going to cost you about £200 to replace, isn't it?
Okay.
Turn you away.
Turn right, Tony. Looking for any possible meeting
I don't
situations.
see any.
That's it. Just look, scan right ahead.
Nico, we're going to turn left.
Turn left, Tony. Roundabout. Scanning ahead, Tony, for any possible meeting situations. Now we've got a bit of a bend here, Tony, and it goes round. Obviously.
Oh yeah, Ben's nearly always go around, doesn't he?
Yeah. Right, Tony. True. Right.
Are they a problem to me?
Yes, Tony. But pedestrians, as long as they're walking and you don't see them turning round, which you could anticipate that they might be thinking about crossing.
If you looked over their shoulder, I'd treat
Right,
it like I would do.
Yeah, she could, but you mustn't overreact
Oh right, yeah.
because
yeah.
obviously
Yeah, my wife says I always overreact.
you overreact, do you, Tony?
Yeah, turning left.
Turn left, Tony, at the roundabout.
Yeah, she says I'm always overreacting.
Oh, you shouldn't overreact, Tony. But then again, I don't know your missus, do I?
Yeah, you don't want to, mate.
Right, Tony, we're going to be looking out for any possible meeting situations.
Big wide road here, isn't it?
Okay. Okay, Tony, if you scan ahead, you can see a bus on the left-hand side. You've got to anticipate whether the bus is going to pull out
Oh right, yeah.
or not. Just like reduce your speed slightly, Tony, to about 20 miles per hour.
Oh right, yeah.
You're a bit... the distance, Tony, what did we say about distance? The distance you
I
should be
can't
leaving... Sorry?
I can't remember.
Right, you should be leaving at least 3
Oh,
car
come
lengths.
on, get me back for God's sake.
Right,
before
Tony,
I-
drop your speed down to 20.
Yeah, just tell me to drop back.
Drop
yeah?
back to 20 miles per hour, Tony.
I told you, always get a safe first, yeah?
Okay, sorry.
He was giving me dirty looks in the mirror, wouldn't he? Now come on, you're
Right.
gonna have to deal with it now, yeah?
Right, Tony. We want to leave a gap, Tony, of a good 3 car lengths, okay?
I'm doing 40 mile an
It'd
hour,
be
Nick.
2-second rule, Tony. The way we would deal with that, Tony, is we pick a static marking, like the lamppost here. Once the car in front passes it,
No, we'll pick this point here, this road sign.
this road sign,
Yeah.
Tony, once the car passes, what we'll be saying is only a fool breaks the 2-second rule.
Oh.
Now, if you haven't reached that, if you haven't finished the sentence and you reach that point, you're going too close to the car.
Oh.
So you need to drop back and reduce your speed more,
Oh, right.
okay? Now, we try it now. What's the saying? We're going to do it,
Only-
there's that bus stop
Oh,
there,
right, yeah.
okay? Now, it's passing now.
I'll give you a chance. Only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. Very
Okay,
good.
well done,
I've
Tony.
done that well, haven't I?
You had done it very well, Tony.
And I'll do that every time I go out. Winter, summer, spring, autumn. It'll always work, yeah?
Right, and in situations, Tony, where the road is wet, you need to double your distance from the car in
Oh,
front.
right, I say
okay?
only a fool breaks the 4-second rule.
No, you'll be doing only a fool breaks the 2-second rule, and you'll be saying it again.
Oh, right, yeah.
And if it's icy, you've got to say it 10 times.
I'll leave the car at home. I'll be getting stuck.
Okay, Tony. You want to drop your speed down to 40, Tony?
There's not much speed I want to drop there.
We'll do you want to do?
Drop back from the car in front.
Sorry, Tony. Drop car back from the car. Now we need to work out the distance between us. So if we find a static marking, remember what was these saying?
This tree here.
Okay.
Only a full brakes 2-second rule.
Well done.
Yeah, but I'm not hitting him now, am I?
Yes, Tony. But if he was to brake, Tony, you're basically your stopping distance isn't going to be adequate enough, and you're going to go and hit the car in front of you,
Right, I thought.
and that will basically cause an accident.
That'd be dangerous, wouldn't it?
That would be dangerous.
Only a full brakes 2-second. Yeah, I remember that. And double in the weight.
And double in the wet, Tony.
Yeah, you seemed a bit worried with those parked cars earlier on. Did I do something wrong?
Yeah. Right, Tony. Get back to how far you should be from parked cars. You should be about 1 metre from a parked car when you're actually passing it. Okay. Reasons being, Tony, that if someone was to open the door, they'll basically they'll end up hitting you. Or if somebody was to pull out in between two parked cars and they didn't see you, it gives you enough space, Tony, to maybe avoid that situation.
So you mean that there could be pedestrians coming out between these cars?
Yeah, there could be a pedestrian stepping out of that car.
Yeah, but you can never see them, can you?
Yes, Tony, but
Especially children.
yes. But at the end of the day, we're going to, if we've got a situation where we're doing a possible meeting, we're going to reduce our speed way down we'll be doing the speed, right, should have said that, shouldn't I? The speed it should be doing, Tony, is...
I'll deal with the situation that you just got
All
yourself
right,
in.
Tony, we've obviously gone too close to this car.
I haven't hit him.
No, but we need to drop back, Tony. Reasons being...
You want me to reverse back?
No, I don't want you to reverse back. What we'll do is when we're coming to a stop again with traffic, I'll guide you into where to position yourself. Okay?
Yeah, turning left.
Turn left here,
I think I
Tony.
made a fuss over nothing. I didn't hit him. I thought it was very good judgment.
Okay, Tony, we're going to be
I
looking
said
out.
I didn't hit him. I think it's very good judgment. I didn't hit the white car in front of me. I think my judgment was very good. That's a knife line.
Right, Tony, the judgment...
Take the next road on the right.
Take the next turn on the right. Now, what distance did we say? The distance between you and the car in front when you're stopping should be the wheels and tarmac. Okay, did you see the tarmac when you were pulling up behind them?
No, it's not a hairs in the back of his head though.
All right. Well, what we want to do is we want to be able to see the back wheels of the car and see the tarmac at least half a car length to a car length. Okay, reason for that, Tony, is that if that car broke down, okay, Tony, what we're going to do Tony, I want you to steer about 5 minutes to you.
All right.
And about here. Just keep it straight. Okay, look in your rearview mirror, Tony. Because we've got possibly... Okay. What I want you to do, Tony, is behind this van, I want you to get the hold back position. 5 minutes to me, Tony. 10 minutes to you. And straighten up and stop. Okay, Tony. Right, what we're going to do, Tony, is... I've gone too far forward, sorry. We're going to move out into the position roughly how far you should be away from a parked vehicle. Okay? So what I want you to do now, Tony, is get yourself...
Just coming to a road here.
Right.
Are you trying to deal with the
Your distance of
the
your...
shaving?
Yeah.
Well, why have you got me in a hold back position?
Because I was going to get you to move out and then...
Right, let me give you a bit of help with that.
Sorry.
No, say sorry. Just take me for a big lunch at the Ritz today. Huh?
Okay, as usual.
Now we're going to turn left.
Turn left, Tony.
Right, so if there's nobody behind you,
Right.
then you want to be stopping me before I reach the cars, but you're going to talk me into position.
Okay, Tony. You just want...
Still 5 minutes to you.
5 minutes to you, Tony. And 10 minutes to me, Tony. And straighten up.
And stop.
Stop.
Now there's nobody behind us, Tony.
Right, there's nobody behind us, Tony. I'll put the handbrake up. Now, if you look at this car,
Which car?
this BMW here, the green one here on the left.
How about them?
All right, we'll use that one. Okay, where the rear wheels are, Tony, and the back of the car.
And nice wheels, isn't it?
Yeah, at the edge of the wheel. Can you see where it cuts into the car?
What, the two back wheels?
The two back, no, the two side wheels. The rear outer wheel.
Oh, the rear outer wheel, yeah.
Where does it the line cut
about
into the
there.
car? Okay, we're going to use that as a reference point. Okay.
Yeah, leave the word okay out at the end.
Okay.
It's a reference point.
It's
for
it's a reference point for you to use when you're passing cars. Okay, so you don't get too close to the vehicles.
It's a reference point. So I'm passing the parked cars with a distance of 1 metre, yeah?
Of roughly 1 metre, yeah.
Yeah. You get me to drive forward
Okay.
without turning the wheel,
Without turning
Yeah.
the wheel, Tony,
and we're
If you
going to
can
stop
just-
alongside the car.
stop alongside the car, please. And just stop there.
If you have a look over your left shoulder.
Now, if you look at your left
No,
shoulder.
No, this is you looking over your left shoulder, yeah?
Okay,
I'm not going to open your door for you.
right.
Open the door and see,
All right.
see if I've got doors with.
Okay, Tony, if I open my door now, as you can see,
Oh,
I can
right,
open
yeah,
my door,
yeah.
so that's about the distance that we're going to need to use, okay? So we'll be using that reference point to guide. Okay, Tony, if you like to get yourself first gear, look in your rear view mirror, right mirror,
All right.
well done. Right, Tony, do you remember that reference point I gave you?
Yeah.
Okay. Where? Do you remember where it was?
Oh, yeah, comes in there.
Okay.
Turning right.
We turn right here, Tony. And we're looking for possible meeting situations.
yeah.
You've got one here. Okay, Tony, as you can see, you're a bit close there. Middle mirror, Tony.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember the reference point, Tony? Slightly,
Oh,
yeah?
yeah, turning left.
Turn left, Tony.
Oh, just come out of roll a minute, Nico.
Sorry. Go on.
You just give me a reference point, yeah?
Yeah.
Why am I still going back in and shaving the parked cars?
Because I should be saying to you, do you remember? Use your reference point?
Well, think of the core comps. The easy way to remember the core comps is what, why, how, consequences, yeah?
Okay.
You told me the what,
Right.
you told me the how,
Right. The reason, Tony, the reason why we don't go
lights, right.
turn right at the lights, Tony. The reason why we don't drive too close to the parked cars, Tony, if someone was to open their door, they'll basically hit us. Okay.
All right.
If we were in between, if there was parked cars, a car might pull out as they're trying to get out of the turning, and if they don't see us, it just gives us that little bit of distance to see and react to the situation, because they might hit us as well. Okay, and if somebody was to walk out, it just gives us enough time to assess the situation and brake if we had to.
All right.
Okay, so we've got to use the reference point to help us judge the distance between us and the parked vehicles.
It's not always good. It's not always to keep a meter. It's not always easy to keep a meter, though, is it?
Right. In certain situations, Tony, we won't be able to give a meter, because if there isn't enough room for the two cars to be passing through, we might have to be slightly closer. But in that situation, we would reduce our speed right down, because obviously if we can't, we've got to be able to stop in the distance we can see. Okay, so a rule is less space, less speed.
Oh, I've heard Bob talk about this on a lesson one day. He calls it less space, less pace.
Oh, less pace.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. PP
Okay.
he calls it.
As you can see, a possible anticipation. Look in your rearview mirror, Tony.
Yeah.
Okay. Well
So-
done.
Shall I tell him off?
No, Tony, you don't tell him off.
He was naughty, though, wasn't
Huh?
he? He was naughty.
He was naughty, Tony, but you
Next left.
take the next left. You dealt with that correctly.
Yeah, when I pass, I learn these hand signals.
What? And what hand signals are they, Tony?
Kind of big.
Possible meeting situation,
Oh, right,
Tony. A car might come out now, and you've got car here. Look in your rearview mirror, Tony.
All right, yeah.
What mirror? Little?
Oh, yeah.
Your right mirror.
All right, yeah, yeah.
Well done, Tony. How far will we be from the parked cars, roughly?
I'll meet her.
And why are we doing that, Tony?
In case the door opens or somebody walks out.
Okay. Now, Tony, we're moving in. Sorry.
And how do you judge it?
Oh, and how do you judge that?
I'm using
Tony?
that brilliant reference point you gave me.
Oh, well done. So you do take note. Okay, possible meeting situation, Tony. Rear view mirror. Tony, look.
All right, yeah.
Okay. Now we're moving out, Tony. Rear view mirror.
Yeah.
Door mirror.
All right,
Look,
yeah.
Tony.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
And distance from the car.
Oh, meter.
And how are we judging that, Tony?
Oh, that reference point.
Okay. And why is that, Tony?
Oh, in case the door opens or somebody walks out or a car moves away.
Okay. Well done. Now, Tony, as we're moving in, we'll be looking in our rear view mirror.
All right, yeah.
And your left-hand mirror. Rear view mirror for distance and speed.
Yeah.
Left mirror in case the car that's already parked might be moving off.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay, you
yeah.
could go into them, or there could be a bike hidden behind that.
Oh, yeah,
moving
Bradley
up.
Wiggin again, isn't it?
Oh, he's a very
Yeah, he's over
fast
there.
rider, is he?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not too clued up with bike riders. Now, you see the children here?
Yeah.
We've got to anticipate because they were coming near to the curb. They might be not just messing about, and they might step out. So keep your speed down.
Down.
Reduce. Keep.
Down.
No. Just,
Right down.
No. It's just. Okay, Tony. Possible meeting situation here, Tony. Look at your rear view mirror.
All right, yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
And reduce your speed. Now look in your rear view mirror, the right mirror, and rear view mirror, left mirror.
All right, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and why are we looking in the mirror, Tony? Rear view mirror.
Oh, distance and speed.
And your left mirror when we're coming in.
Oh, in case that that car moves away or Bradley Wiggin shoots down the
Okay.
inside of me, yeah?
And when we look in our rear view mirror, Tony, what are we looking for again?
Well, with those two pedestrians there that were playing around on the pavement,
Yeah.
they weren't really concentrating, were they?
No.
But I didn't look in the mirror, did I? So
No.
I would have just
My
stopped
fault.
it there, didn't I?
I understand. All right, Tony, we're approaching another,
Yeah.
and we've got a bike here, Tony. Look in your rear view
All right.
and your door mirror.
Yeah.
Now, bikes, Tony, we've always got to be more careful with the bikes because they're very vulnerable. They're very wobbly and unstable.
All right.
Okay, because at the end of the day, they might hit a pothole, a bump, or a ditch, which will make them swerve, and they might try to avoid drains and stuff like that. But also, if it's a windy day, it could throw them off balance as well, which means they'll swerve or throw them in front of the half of our car.
So if I had a bike on this side of the road,
Now, if you had,
I'd give him a metre, wouldn't I?
you'd give them a metre, yeah, Tony.
Is that enough?
Actually, no, you'd give them a bit more than a metre, basically a car width,
Oh, a couple of metres then.
a couple of metres, yes, Tony.
I suppose if they fall off, they're going to fall in front of me, aren't they? Yeah, a metre wouldn't be enough for that, would
No,
it?
that's why you give them two, Tony. So you've got to treat them like a car. Okay, Tony, if we were coming up to a possible meeting situation, what mirror would you be looking in, Tony?
Oh, middle one first.
Middle one. What else would you do, Tony?
Turning left.
Turn left, Tony, again.
I'll sit in the middle mirror.
Mm-hmm.
What's your question again? You asked me what?
Sorry, I should have said, if there was parked cars on your left,
All right.
what would you do, Tony?
I'll sit in the mirrors.
You take your mirrors. Which mirror would you check first, Tony?
Middle.
Middle. And what are you checking for, Tony?
Oh, distance and speed.
And then which mirror would you check after that, Tony?
Oh, the left one.
No, you'd be checking your right mirror, Tony.
I thought you said I'm coming up to a meeting situation.
No, if there was parked cars on your right. Oh, yeah, you're right. I said right, didn't I? Sorry. Okay, Tony, look in your middle mirror.
You know what
your
you're
right
talking
mirror.
about. You can charge it.
Okay, Tony, middle mirror, left mirror.
Yeah.
Okay, now slow down, Tony. Press down the clutch. Stop here.
All right.
Okay, we've gone a bit too far. Now, just stay there for a sec. All right, just crawl forward.
Get in there and be more proactive, yeah?
Okay, sorry. Right, move forward slowly, and stop here.
All right.
Okay, you see the tyres?
Yeah. Nice
Okay,
tyres, isn't
and
it?
you've got tarmac between.
Michelin.
Yeah, very nice, very good
Yeah.
tyres. But as you can see, we've got a gap, and that's roughly the sort of distance you should be keeping yourself from
No tyres.
the tyres and the tarmac.
All right.
Okay,
Turning right.
turn right.
Oh, is that
Lights-
important then?
It is important, Tony, because if they break down, Tony, you'll be able to manoeuvre around them. Okay.
Yeah.
If there was an emergency vehicle that needed to cut in between us, there'd be enough room to sort of let an emergency vehicle cut through.
But the emergency vehicle would go through the gap between the tyres
If
and the
they-
tarmac.
Sorry?
The emergency vehicle would go through the gap between the tyres and the tarmac.
Yeah, we're leaving enough room, so if they needed to cut in, or we needed to give them space as they're passing,
I could move.
we could.
I
Yeah,
could
you.
move in,
Sorry,
yeah.
you could actually
Yeah.
cut in because obviously
Yeah.
a fire engine or whatever, it's wider, or an ambulance.
Oh yeah, they're big, aren't they?
Yeah,
Big red things, aren't they?
yeah. Okay, Tony, we're looking for possible meeting situations.
Oh, I don't see any
No.
down there.
Okay, Tony. You've done this. You wrote.
You were talking to yourself there, Nico. Give him a moment.
There's me jumping again.
What did you say? I love you, Tony.
I love you, Tony.
All right.
Honey. Okay, Tony, we're approaching a slight bend here.
Next
Could
on the left, please.
So the next left turning, Tony. Looking for possible meeting situations. As you can see, you've got a parked car.
Yeah.
You look in your middle mirror,
All right.
Tony. Look in your right mirror,
All right,
Tony.
yeah.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are they meeting situations?
Right, they're like traffic calming.
But I class that as a meeting situation.
No, you wouldn't class it as a meeting situation, but obviously with the sign you've got right away here. But like here now,
I've
Tony.
got right away. I'm going to hammer up.
Look in your middle mirror, Tony.
All right.
Now come to a stop. Okay.
So it is like a meeting situation.
Yeah,
then.
sorry. Okay, Tony, before you move off, look in your middle mirror.
Middle mirror.
Look in your right
Oh,
mirror.
right
Anyone
mirror, yeah.
overtaking?
No.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got another meeting situation here, Tony. So you need to come into the left and to the right and stop. Okay, we came a little bit too close. That was my fault. But obviously it was very tight because of this car here. Now we need to go, Tony. So if you just like to look at your rear view mirror,
You get that card, isn't it?
look at your rear view mirror,
Yeah.
look at your right mirror.
Yeah.
Anyone coming?
Yeah. No.
Okay, Tony. Is it clear ahead?
I think I might look over my shoulder there.
Okay.
because I didn't see that last car. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be a car to be a meeting situation, and it could be any obstruction.
No, that's right. A pink elephant.
Yeah. Is that a meeting situation?
That's a
Up there?
meeting situation,
Oh,
Tony.
right. Oh, yeah. It's
All right, so
all
there's a
marked
car
out lines,
coming.
isn't it?
So what would you do, Tony?
Oh, middle mirror.
Okay.
Left mirror.
Okay,
Oh, I know where to hold back here because it's got giveaway lines, isn't
well
it?
done. And as you can see, it's roughly 2 car
Oh, right,
lengths.
yeah.